Hi everyone, I'm Carol from Practical Mystic. Thanks for joining me today. Here we are, friends. We are halfway through another year, and reflecting on this in my morning meditation, I was personally curious on how I was achieving my goals. Was I applying my spiritual practice? Was I balancing and taking the needs of my emotions? Was I looking after my body and addressing the changes that it goes through on a yearly basis? All of those were bubbling up inside of me in my thoughts, and I couldn't quiet them down. So the results is what I'm presenting to you in this video. I went ahead and sat down and did a tarot spread specifically to address and answer these questions at this juncture. So it's basically a mid-year inventory of our mind, of our heart, and our bodies. And then I wanted to go a little deeper. I wanted to add the wisdom of the tarot to reveal the spiritual essence of those questions and to bring to light what we may need to incorporate in the rest of this year, so that we not only achieve our goals, but we're all on a spiritual path, and these spiritual essence that may be revealed in this spread will help us to grow personally and emotionally in every way. Who knows? So join me as we do this 6-card spread. I will be using the Golden Tarot. That's by Cat Black today. I do suggest that you take out a significator. You are consulting the cards on something that is totally centered on your mind, your heart, and your body, and your spiritual higher self. So I do suggest that. That's up to you. And here are the questions that we will be answering. It's my state of mind, my heart and emotions, and then the last one is the body and the physical. And from that state of mind, I'm asking for, what am I spiritually seeking? What does my higher self want to reveal to me? For the heart and emotion, I'm asking for my soul urge to be heard. You and I know that we have within us the higher self and the personality self that really guides us on a day-to-day basis. On our spiritual path, we work to listen more to what the soul is trying to convey or to teach us. So here I'm asking for that soul urge to be revealed when it comes to that area of my heart and emotions in this halfway point of 2022. And of course, for the body and the physical, what am I spiritually seeking? So I'm going to get centered, and I'm going to fan out the cards and choose from them to answer these questions. Okay, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this on your monitor. I'm hoping you can. As I fan the cards out. If we have a little bit more room, I can maybe do it this way. Bear with me, please. I just trying to see if you can see my spread here. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, the state of mind. That's the card I want. And it is the Eight of Swords. How interesting. That really mirrors exactly how I felt this morning. I had all these thoughts, and it kept me locked in. I needed to resolve it. And my current state of mind is certainly like the Eight of Swords. Now, I want to go a little deeper of what that card also represents. If I look at the number 8, it's seeking balance. 8 seeks balance. There is 2 circles, and those 2 circles join in the middle of the symbolic number 8. And what that means is to put the spiritual world with the physical world and uniting those together. So yes, my goal right now is to balance my state of mind by doing this tarot reading, and to let it go after, and to realize that these answers will help me get that inventory that I need. And I think applying the spiritual aspects will also help where I feel stuck, or I feel like there isn't clarity there for me. Okay, let's look at what the spiritual, what I'm spiritually seeking, and how the wisdom of the tarot may help clarify this Eight of Swords. And it is the World card. Now, am I doing too much? Am I taking on a great deal of intellect, mind? And friends, I'm getting clear here. In the last 3 weeks, I have been reassessing what it is that I want to understand a little more deeply, more in depth, and maybe practice more, my spiritual practice. And that certainly is the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. And I was also preparing myself to start learning something that I know very little about, which was the I Ching. And maybe the World card is saying I'm not going to be able to balance everything that I am maybe setting my sights on. And I am also the type of individual, if I'm looking at my significator, I am the Queen of Cups. A strong Scorpio, water sign, and I like to learn things forward and backwards, and so it isn't surface knowledge. I really do like to dig in, to be the detective. So this World card is telling me that I might have to temper it down a little bit, or reconsider what it is I want to achieve in order to be and to not feel overwhelmed, and to allow myself maybe a little bit more time before I do those undertakings that I thought I was going to do. Okay, my heart and emotions. Let's see what's going on there. Let's get that finger. It's this card. It's the Lovers. How beautiful. So heart and emotions is the Lovers card, and how I'm going to interpret that for me personal. today, currently, is going back to my spiritual practice, because I'm also integrating that masculine part of me more assertively. Being a water sign, Scorpio, that is a feminine archetype. And so are other aspects of my astrology. And as I am learning about myself, self-awareness, and my chart, I realize that I don't use all of the, let's say, energy, force of the masculine. So my heart and emotions is to invite that foreign aspect of me into my life, and to see if it soothes sometimes the emotions that get ruffled because of the sensitivity of the cups. If it makes me a more, if it enables me to be more of a actualized individual, because I have incorporated that aspect of me. So there's a lot of questions there that I can see with the Lover's card, as well as I am blessed with having a significant other that cares very much for me. So on an emotional level, with someone else, this card also makes a lot of sense. Okay, soul urge. When it comes to the heart and emotion, what does my soul want me to know? Ooh, right there. The Knight of Cups. I'm kind of looking at the Knight as a continuation or an action that it's asking me to consider or to give someone. Maybe acknowledge. It could be my significant other, or it could be family members that may need for me to be more demonstrative or emotionally expressive with them. There is someone that just popped into my mind that may need to be reassured how I stand in our relationships, how I feel in that relationship. So my soul urge is making me aware that I have to address that here in the very near future. Okay, we now come to the body and the physical. Okay, here we go. Whoops, there's two cards. I'm going to take the one on the bottom. And it is the Queen of Swords reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords, I look as opposite of the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Swords really is quite direct in the manner in which she communicates. She cuts to the chase. But with the Queen of Swords reverse, where my body and my physical, I'm going to look at that as cutting away or rethinking about how I am, how I think about my body, and what my plans are for the future. Maybe I need to step up and think more about it. I'm not giving it enough thought, being that the Queen of Swords is reverse. Not worried about the activities that I do, the exercises, how sometimes, again, being a water sign, I like to do my yoga. I like to go for my walk. Now, is that inferring or taking away from personal time from other people. There's something here that I'm really going to have to rethink when it comes to this card coming up reverse. Interesting. Going to have to meditate on that one. And let's look to see if there's clarification here with the spiritual aspects. What am I spiritually seeking? And I kind of want to go back to that card that was right next to it, and it is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is to, how interesting. The Four of Cups to me is pausing, taking time out to reevaluate something that is new to you, concerning to you, has been told to you, has maybe been shown to you, what may have been a disappointment to you, and to really feel it. Really feel it. At that point, once you've allowed that feeling, don't tie a judgment to it, whether it's right or wrong. Just understand that emotion. And this, to me, is part and parcel of what maybe other people may not understand about my physical routine, or maybe my dedication to what I do for my body. And that could be the amount of supplements that I take, the foods that I eat, the foods that I won't eat, and that others may not see it as important and may verbalize that, and for me not to allow that to affect me, but to see that it is their understanding, or maybe their projection, or maybe something that is foreign to them, not necessary to them. That definitely the Four of Cups tells me to really evaluate that situation. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. This really has been helpful to me after what I had gone through this morning with my meditation. If you have any questions, always feel free to contact me. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day.